Hello there again, my YouTube people. This is video number 2 in what I hope will be a series of videos on the subject of solar power. This country is cold. This country is cold. It's gone really cold. And I think that's part of the reason why some people can afford not to have electricity. Look, I'll show you something. See, here. This is the heater. It's electric. This is the second heater here. Also electric. Electric heaters. Now imagine NEPA takes light tonight. Imagine English NEPA takes light in this place with the kind of cold that is going on here. People will die. So, some people can't afford to be inefficient with all these things that, we mess about with light. Some people can't afford it. They will die. And I think that's partly why things are the way they are. Maybe we have, anyway, let's get back to the subject of solar power. Because as you know, we went through some reasons why I have decided to go solar, and I'm actually in the stage of implementing it. Now, if you were going to do this, what do you have to do? Well, going solar, first of all, starts with an understanding of what your power needs are. Your home. What are your needs in your home? First of all, we have to separate your critical circuits, like I mentioned in my previous video, your critical circuits from the rest of your main circuits. Critical things are the essential things, which is your light, your fans, preferably ceiling fans. They're more efficient, but standing fans are okay. Lights, fans, fridge, freezers, water coolers, deep freezers, TVs, DSTV, charging phones, washing machine. In my view, those are what I would consider critical circuits. Some people might take out the washing machine and the microwave and say, I don't need to do this. But for me, remember, we're not trying to power this house for 2 weeks because the grid has failed in a hurricane, or, this is how we plan to live day in, day out. So once you understand those things, what you then need to do is to find out, in terms of your critical circuits as defined, how much energy are you using in your home? And to go about this, you actually have to do an energy survey of your home. So what I mean by doing an energy survey of your home is what appliances you have, what energy they consume, how many of those kind of appliances do you have, and how long are they on for? So the appliance you have in your house is using electricity, and some appliances consume more electricity than others. So your mobile phone recharging consumes very tiny electricity, whereas your water heater, your iron stove, electric stove, or most of these things consume a lot of energy. So this is partly why we're doing this energy survey, to find out what it is we have, how much energy it is consuming, how many of it we have around the house, and for how long do we turn it on for? Because if it's not on, it's not consuming electricity. So in order to do this energy survey, there are many ways you can go about it. You can actually go to your bill, electric bill, for the month and see how many kilowatts you use per month. Divide that by 30 days to give you a sense of how much you're using per day. The electricity bill, etc., takes into consideration your non-critical circuits like AC and things. So it's not that accurate. A more accurate way is to actually go around your appliances one by one and looking at the back of it. There's usually a label how much energy is used. Sometimes they'll tell you not what, they tell you the amps. If they tell you the amps, just multiply by the voltage that you use in your country. In Nigeria here is 230 volts. So if they tell me it's 1 amp, that means it's 230 watts. Just multiply the two. Watts is equal to amps times volts. The way I did it is the easiest way actually, but it means getting an appliance exactly what I use, and it's a very good gadget. So what you do is you unplug your appliance from the wall, and you plug the meter into the wall, and then you put your appliance, you plug it onto the meter. So as your appliance is running, it's telling you instantaneously how many watts it's consuming. Very easy, very accurate, and you just do that all over. Obviously you can't do it for light bulbs. You read the packet for that, and you get an idea of what you're using as a home. The good thing about doing this is that invariably, I don't care who you are, if you go through this, invariably, first of all, it starts you understanding, if you're not one of those who understands this kind of thing already, it sets up your understanding of these kinds of issues, and you start thinking, but invariably, it also makes you start thinking about conservation. So this exercise in itself is not just a survey so you know what your needs are, which is essential if you're going to go solar, but it also helps you start thinking along those lines. You start seeing appliances, maybe you go to buy a new fridge, you're not necessarily going for the nicest, biggest looking fridge, you're going for the most energy efficient, because you know, and you've gone through this process, that what it takes to have 24 hours energy in Africa means you have to be energy smart. And this is where it starts from doing your energy survey.